Moving ahead with the last solo topic for today's session, that would be Art of Delegation, presented by Mr. Manish Mehta, CFO at NTPC Limited. Mr. Manish Mehta is a qualified chartered accountant and MCOM accounting has 27 years of rich experience in the finance field. He has held significant position in leading corporates, including Larsen & Toubro Limited group of companies. With expertise in finance and account, audit, taxation, and commercial function, he has excelled in the power of EPC, manufacturing and service industries. Mr. Mehta includes top CFO for continuing commitment to the excellence, internal control champion from Larsen & Toubro Limited, and recognition from ICAI for his professional expertise and leadership. Everybody, please give a big round of applause for Mr. Manish Mehta.
Thank you, madam. Good afternoon to all. After the lunch, I think it is very difficult for all of us for attend the session, but you know this is the very important subject, the art of delegation. Everybody is doing the work. Even a CFO is assigning the work to anybody that they have to do the work. But when you see, if any mistake in the delegation of the work, आपकी रातों की नींद खराब हो जाएगी. तो वो क्या काम करके देगा, we don't know. And for the everything, the CFO is the responsible. So I have selected this subject of art of delegations because I was with the PSUs also, government organization also, and the private organization also. And everywhere the delegations is the most important things. In the government organization, in the PSU, they have the set delegation of authority, and every employee has to work according to the responsibility and according to the power has been given in the DOA, means delegation of authority. But in the many private organizations where there are no such set process are there for giving the delegation to the employee, कि delegation किसको देना है, किसको क्या काम देना है, कौन सी job किसके लायक है. So those all are very important when we are deciding an allocation of the work and delegation of the work. So I selected this subject. I have some small presentation on that, and I hope आप लोगों को सभी the points which I have covered in the presentation will be helpful for all of you. And if any suggestions are there or any question in between also we can discuss. So it will be better for us to we discuss on the slide to slide. So if you want to do a few small things right, do them yourself. If you want to do it great things and make a big impact, learn to delegate. These are the thoughts given by the John C. Maxwell. You see I have make this PPT purely in the black and white because during the delegation also we should have the full transparent. No relation कि मेरा भाई है, बेटा है, भतीजा है, क्या है. Even though in the big organization, big corporate you have seen, the father given the business to the person, your son, your daughter, who are so intelligent and he has the full comfort and the confidence that he will take care about the business. चाहे वो बड़ा बेटा हो या छोटा बेटा हो या बड़ी बेटी हो या छोटी बेटी हो. The agenda of the presentation is importance of delegation. That includes what is the delegation, barriers to effect delegation, the delegation process. The process also covered how the delegation should be given, the best practices of the delegation, improve delegation skill. How we can improve the delegation skill so that that will be help for an organization and the help for a person, a leader or a CFO. Task delegations, delegation versus dumping. There is a difference between delegation. Sometimes we are just thinking ये काम दे दिया मतलब ये delegation हो गया. ऐसा नहीं है. There is difference between delegation and dumping because delegation is the set process and the delegation gives the result to the person, to the leader and for the organization also. Then one small case study I will also cover after the when I complete the complete presentation. The importance of delegations. The delegation is defined as the shifting of authority and responsibility. तो delegations means ये नहीं है कि केवल आपको काम दे दिया गया है, उसके साथ में आपको authority भी मिली है, power भी मिला है for organizational functions, decisions from one person to another person. How? What are the importance of the delegations? It improved the time management. Since every person is single person can do all the job, means I am the CFO, I am responsible. It means this is not the I have to do the whole the work my own, and each and every document I have to see from the morning to evening and late night and the 24/7 hours. So the delegations is important to manage the time management. The delegation allows CFO to prioritize high value tasks, whatever the high value tasks, the important tasks, those only CFO has to be take care, should be kept by them. And the strategic decision related matter, the top management related matter, the board related matter, those are directly reporting to them, those should be taken care by them. Increase efficiency. The proper delegation ensure tasks are assigned to individuals and relevant expertise, leading to enhanced productivity. So it will increase the productivity also and the efficiency also for the person to whom the delegation has been done. And there will be the team building also. It includes the succession planning also, because CFO always not be the CFO for the organization. The next person, the next person should also be ready to take the charge of the CFO. Empowered team delegation fosters a sense of ownership and responsibility amongst team member. Motivation. It always gives the motivation. It's very important that when we are delegating the work, the person who are intelligent, he is eager to take the charge, he is eager to do the work. He or she will surely be motivated. The build moral. The moral also comes because when we give the responsibility to him, the moral will also come to the picture that I have to do the work in responsibility with the full integrity, leading to higher job satisfaction and retention. So when we will delegate, suppose one person from manager to senior manager promoted, then if we will delegate some more work, more assignment to him, he will be happy. He will be more satisfied to continue in the job. And the retention will also be there in the organization. You see in the current market, there is the very, very difficult about the stability of the person in an organization. Earlier there were, I am telling you, in the NTPC, we were celebrating and giving the award to the person who completed the 15 year and the 25 year. No, the scenario has been changed. So we are giving the award to person if he or she completed the 5 years of job. Even though in some organization giving the award after 1 year also. So because they are just thinking that the employee if return here, एक साल भी अगर रुक गया है तो बहुत बड़ी बात हो गई है. Focus on strategic initiatives. CFO can focus on critical financing planning if you delegate the work properly to the related people, the expert people, the people who can handle the work. In that case, the CFO can focus on the critical task, critical matter, risk management, business strategy. So the lot of other things are also there. Instead of that, the routine matter can be delegated to the team members. The barriers of delegation. What are the barriers? ऐसा नहीं है कि किसी को भी लेके आपने कुछ भी काम दे दिया and they are doing the work or they are not doing the work, then there is a lot of troubles will be there in the organization. So getting over the human barriers requires staff awareness. जो staff को काम दे रहा है, they should be aware. हाँ मेरे को ये delegate कर रहा, delegation हुआ है, ये काम मेरे को करना है, ये मेरी responsibility है, I have to complete it. But we should we take care that there should be no emotional things, no sentimental things should be there. It should be for the personal development only, and it will help for the individual's personal development equally. Fear of loss of control. Some finance leaders may resist delegation due to concern about the losing control over critical financial processes. These things is everywhere, not only in the finance, in the other department also. Then वो सोचते हैं कि हमने इसको काम सिखा दिया तो मेरी छुट्टी हो जाएगी, बट सच थिंग इज नॉट देयर. काम करने वाले लोगों के लिए कहीं पे भी काम की कमी नहीं है. सो सच टाइप ऑफ फियर शुड नॉट बी देयर व्हेन दे आर डेलीगेटिंग द वर्क. and they are keeping the whole the work in their own pocket. Lack of trust, the building trust between manager and team members is crucial for effective delegation. So the trust, especially in the finance department, the trust is very important because there are the banking transactions, there are the financial transactions there. So a lot of imbalance, such fraud, yeah, other cases also can be happen. And in the every organization, you know, the finance is stating as the custodian of an organization. So whatever the gaps is there, whatever the lapses are there, the finance has to take care about all those gaps and have to be filled and point out in the knowledge of the top management. Unclear communications, ambiguous instruction or expectation can lead to confusion and error. Means किसी को ऐसे काम बता दिया just ऐसे, वे तुम ये काम कर लो, but the person never done such type of work earlier, even though he is not expert in this काम, there is no such training has been given to this person and just given the, but you have to complete this work. So such things should not be there at the time of delegation. Perfections, the pursuit of perfection can hinder delegations as leader may believe only they can do tasks flawlessly. The delegation process, there is the process of the delegations because you just can't be called to one person and you give that you have to complete this work. In the future, this work has been assigned to you. Before starting the delegation process, empower your team with a clear vision instead of discrete tasks. Delegate entire projects or significant components, guiding them on what needs to be done without prescribing. How? Embrace surprises and let people surprise you with their creativity and initiative. And autonomy leads to exceptions result. तो जब हम delegations के लिए हम लोग plan करते हैं, before that we have to clear about those all points. During the delegation process, when you are or we are delegating the work, that should be take care. Effectively, delegation requires striking the right balance. Micromanaging after delegation can do counterproductive and demoralizing. Trust your team. This is the most important thing that we have to take care. If there are concerns, address them without taking over completely. Embrace teachable movement for growth. Whatever the during the process, whatever the good things are coming, whatever the important work has been completed, yeah, the target has been done within the time or the before the time, he should be awarded, rewarded for the such work. And after the delegations, when the delegation process has been completed, to enhance this process, adopt a coaching approach that centers on asking open-ended questions, so that we should see that the process which we have done, we have keep on the place, is working very well. Encourage team members to share their insights, self-assess their performance, and reveal their valuable learnings. The method promotes a deeper understanding of tasks and cultivate a culture of continuous improvement. Because this is not the delegation is not the one time; it's the continued process. This year we are delegating to next year also the new person join, yeah, some person resign, yeah, person promoted. In that case, every year you have to rethink, process this complete process. Delegation's best practices: clearly define task and expectation. The task should be defined clearly, what has been assigned, even though it should be documented, so that it should be clear whatever the assignment has been given to respective people. First, we have to consolidate our all the work assignment. Though we just on the basis of the past experience, we just understand कि इस तरह के काम हमारे पास पूरे साल में आएंगे जो हमें करने हैं. Then you have to allocate the work. कि किसको ये क्या क्या काम को हम कैसे कैसे बकेट में allocate कर सकते हैं. Then we see and think the team members who or team member is expert and he or she can complete those tasks within the due course, within the time manner, with correctness and with the quality. Choose the right team member, strike cover. Provide adequate resource and support. ऐसा नहीं है कि उनको डिलीट कर दिया and we are not giving the person who is we have given the work of the doing the treasury management, but we have not given their authorization for some websites, or we have not given the authorization, yeah, we have not given some IT support. such things should not be there. The person who has been delegated the work, the proper resource and support should also be given to them. Set realistic deadline. Realistic deadline should also be given. We should calculate, we should envisage and analysis the whatever the real time is required to complete an assignment. उसके हिसाब से उसको देना है. या ऐसा नहीं है कि ये टीम मेंबर या ये डिपार्टमेंट का बंदा मेरे को अच्छा नहीं लगता, जो काम 30 दिन में होने वाला है, वी आर टेलिंग देम यू हैव टू कंप्लीट दिस जॉब इन द 20 days. वी नो वेरी वेल दिस वर्क कैन नॉट बी कंप्लीटेड before the 30 days, so that there should be the set realistic timeline should be given to the team member, so that the work can be completed in the time, and the people should also not be harassed कि नहीं मैं ये काम नहीं कर पाया या मेरा बॉस मेरे को इसके लिए डांटेगा. Empower decision making within the boundaries. The decision making should be done within the boundaries in the guidelines have in the organization या delegation of authority given by the management or the top management. Improve the delegation skills. How we can improve the delegation skill? Look for ways to match your employees' career development needs with the business current goal. The current goal के हिसाब से whatever the career development they need, those should be facilitated. Let employees know why you are delegating project, assignment and task to them. Whenever we are delegating someone to of our team member or within the organization, the task should be clarified to them. क्यों हम आपको ये काम दे रहे हैं, आप क्यों आप इसको करने के लायक है, and so that before giving the assignment, just not the dump it, you give the clarity to them, give the guidance to them for completing the job. Get comfortable with the ideas that your employee may not approach or complete the assignment in exactly the same way you would. ऐसा नहीं, when the senior is doing the work, maybe if the today some assignment I am doing, I am taking a day to complete an assignment, but it is not sure that the person to whom I have assigned the work, he will be complete the work in a day or within the day. He may or may take the more than the 1 day of time. So such pressure should not be given to them. This person was doing this work in such a time, you should complete this job in this limited time only. Being clear about the purpose of the assignment, the performance outcomes and the deadline for completion is important and has some benefits. Employees who are given clear direction upfront will be able to see the whole picture. It will also eliminate any anxiety they may have about differences in the work style. So the whatever the ideas or the inputs also have from the other employees, those also be taken care when you are delegating the job. When you delegate assignment, you will also want to discuss the scope of each assignment and provide all of background information necessary to support your employee success. In addition, be sure to define the material and budget available to your employee. Finally, share why you choose to delegate. Why we delegate to some specific person a certain assignment to a specific employee. If the assignment supports an employee's long-term career goal or showcase his or her talent, say so. So when we are delegating, suppose we know this is the 3 year completed, now in this year the promotion of employee is ready, we should inform to them, we have selected you because we are just targeting, we are just looking that the next year you have the promotion, you will be promoted from this to this, so that those assignments which you are presently looking, no, is not sufficient according to your position, you have to take more charge to there, and your some assignment will be delegated to the other persons in the team. Task delegation, what delegation we can, we cannot be. The delegation what we can give, recurring decisions and actions that others can handle. Only the decisions जो the regular nature के है या actions that can be handled by the persons, other persons, those can be given. Pressing priorities you cannot handle but other can. It is possible that the many work is there that the one individual can't do. In that case, we have to see the other person who is in the team member of in an organization who can handle this work. So we not see कि नहीं ये मैं नहीं कर सकता हूँ तो वो सामने वाला भी नहीं कर सकता है, ऐसा नहीं हो सकता है. It is not necessary a CFO cannot do and other cannot be done the same work. So the other can also be do. So the priority in the interest of organization should be given. स्पेशल प्रोजेक्ट एंड लॉन्ग रेंज टास्क, जो लॉन्ग रेंज टास्क होते हैं, लंबे 2-3 साल के प्रोजेक्ट होते हैं, उनको आप डिलीगेट करो. रेगुलर नेचर के वर्क उसको डिलीगेट. डिटेल वर्क ऑन प्रोजेक्ट यू आर हैंडलिंग. जो प्रोजेक्ट लीडर भी हैंडल कर रहा है उसको भी इन द टाइम फ्रेम में इन द डिटेल शुड बी गिवन टू द टीम मेंबर. whenever the team member also in the other top management people also, tasks that could help people grow in area key to their future. Those tasks of delegation cannot be given, are sensitive and personal in nature. Those tasks cannot be given. In the many organizations, the CFO or the head of finance is handling the like ITR of the directors and other people. Those can't be delegated because those are the confidential and the personal in nature. They should be take care. And the sensitive matter also, those are really need the confidential, and those can't be disclosed to anybody. Those can be kept by the leader or the person who has signed the NDA. Require a degree of risk and decision making that is unfair to the delegate. It is not necessary कि किसी काम को करने के लिए कोई एक डिग्री की जरूरत है. Even though a chartered accountant can do the work for the technical nature if he or she has the interest on that or he or she has the knowledge of that. Require your personal expertise, your personal leadership and have a legal restriction. जहाँ पे legal restriction है कि ये काम किसी को नहीं दे सकते हैं, वहाँ पे we should be sure that those work should not be assigned to anybody. What is the delegation and dumping? Delegation is the proper delegation, takes the work. Delegation require following up with the staff member. You are given the task, them, whether that is looking into the status of the task, evaluating the progress, or if the coaching their performance. अगर coaching की इनको जरूरत है to improve their performance, to increase their performance so that they can handle the work delegated to them perfectly. What is the dumping? Dumping is the process of delegating something to the someone else that you don't want to deal with. आप किसी काम को कर नहीं सकते हो, जस्ट उठा के उसको दे दिया कि भाई अभी नहीं ये काम तो आप करो. So such things should not be there. This is not good for and healthy for an organization. An example of this would be giving a member of your staff a task that telling them there is no need to follow up with you on it. When we are giving some task to some person, you have to do this work. And told them कि आपको ये काम दे दिया, you have to complete it, don't discuss me anything, कोई इसके लिए कुछ क्वेश्चन भी लेके मेरे पास नहीं आना. So this is like a dumping. This is not the delegation. You are washing your hand it entirely and have no interest in hearing about it ever and again. This is a one case study problem just related to I think in the or our normal offices, even in an organization or in the CA office or the everywhere such things are there. I think is visible. This is the fourth project. Anna has delegated to Amanda and she is starting to feel she would be better off doing it herself. While Amanda is willing to take on additional assignments, she just does not seem to be willing to be responsible for the assignment. She won't do anything without first checking in with Anna. Today alone she walked into Anna's office 4 times to ask this question. पहले उसके साथ रह के आराम से काम कर रही थी, लेकिन जब उसको इंडिपेंडेंट दिया गया, how should I do this? I cannot reach Jack on the phone and I need to ask him a question. What should I do? Where can I find the information I need to complete this task? So many questions every time she is coming in her chamber and asking the question. I contacted Terry, but वो काम नहीं कर रहा है, वो काम नहीं दे रहा है, वो नेक्स्ट वीक के लिए छुट्टी पे गया हुआ है. Last time Amanda came into the office, Anna lost it. She told her to forget what she is doing and she will give it to the someone else who can handle the assignment. After Amanda left, Anna realized she did not handle that well. तो ये केस स्टडी है. अभी इसमें बताइए कि what the mistake has done by Anna. What the mistake Anna done? और उसको क्या करना चाहिए? Yes, anybody please? बताइए, आप बताइए.
But this kind of delegation won't work. It is actually destruction of the culture of the organization also.
Yeah, partially you have given the correct answer. Actually, when Anna has delegated the work to the Amanda, okay, before that Amanda was doing the work in the assistance of Anna. So before she delegating the complete the assignment to her for do own, at that time she should be given the proper ट्रेनिंग टू हर. इसको कैसे इंडिपेंडेंट, दो फर्क होता है. एक आप एक असिस्टेंट की तरह काम करते हो, आप दौड़ दौड़ के काम करते हो, बट यू आर डूइंग द वर्क इन द डायरेक्शन ऑफ समवन. बट व्हेन यू आर लीडर इंस्टेड ऑफ द असिस्टेंट से उसको लीडर बना दिया, यू हैव टू कंप्लीट द असाइनमेंट. तो उसका वे एंड स्टाइल ऑफ वर्क ही चेंज हो जाना चाहिए था. लेकिन वो कैसे करना है वो उसको समझाया नहीं गया. जस्ट इन्होंने कहा ये अच्छा काम कर रही है, इसको काम दे दो, शी विल डू. पार्शली यू हैव गिवन द करेक्ट आंसर. What was the solution, what was the problem was there, and what is the solution? Delegation is not an easy task. As a manager you cannot delegate the same way to one person who report to you as you would be to another. कि उसने आपके असिस्टेंट की तरह काम किया है तो ये जरूरी नहीं कि वो काम एज ए लीडर भी वो कर लेगा. Some employees will need more guidance to get work done. Other may have the skill and experience to move forward with any task delegated to them. In order to delegate effectively, it is essential to understand your direct reports, their skills, experience, goals, capabilities. Capabilities is the very important. Without understanding this, it is not possible to effectively delegate the assignment. No, उसको क्या करना चाहिए? Anna should sit down with Amanda to discuss the situation further and figure out how best to proceed. उसके साथ उसके बैठ के then उसको समझाना चाहिए था कैसे उसको ये assignment complete करना है. In collaboration with Amanda, she might apologize to Amanda for how she handled the last encounter, explaining she was frustrated. उसको ये बताना चाहिए कि पिछली बार जब ये प्रोजेक्ट आया था तो उसने उसको कैसे हैंडल किया था और इसमें क्या क्या प्रॉब्लम आई थी और उसका सॉल्यूशन क्या होता है. She was frustrated. Instead of that explaining, she was frustrated and did not handle it well. She might ask Amanda to help her understand why she feels like she cannot take steps to complete an assignment, making many of the decisions on how to proceed on her own. Because वो पहले एक असिस्टेंट की तरह काम कर रही थी, लेकिन उसके ऊपर में उसको जब कंप्लीट करने में जो डिसीजन लेने पड़े, उसको डिसीजन को उसने कैसे लिया है वो सब उसको उसने ट्रेन नहीं किया. जस्ट सी असाइन द जॉब टू. उसको ये सब चीज ध्यान में रखना चाहिए. थ्रू एन ऑनेस्ट कन्वर्सेशन विद अमांडा, अन्ना विल लर्न हाउ बेस्ट टू डेलीगेट टू अमांडा. उसने भी ये सीखा कि कैसे डेलीगेट करना चाहिए. थ्रू ए कन्वर्सेशन विद अमांडा, अन्ना विल लर्न मोर अबाउट हर स्किल एंड एक्सपीरियंसेस एंड वेयर हर कंफर्ट. अन्ना आल्सो लर्न कि उसको कैसे करना चाहिए था, which will enable Anna to more effectively manage assignment delegated. So such things normally comes in every office we on the day or day on the daily basis also. So we are doing lot of jobs. हम लोग automation की बात करते हैं, हम AI रोबोट सबकी बात कर रहे हैं, लेकिन ओवरऑल तो आप डिलीगेट ही कर रहे हो. व्हेन यू आर डूइंग द जॉब यू आर टेकिंग द वर्क फ्रॉम द people, from your team member. So we should take more care when we are delegating to the work to our team member or the persons in our organization, because those will all happen. It will comfort the life of the leader also, and it will be helpful for an organization to develop the skill. Thank you.
Sir, I think that in this case, Amanda should also sit with her boss, like make herself vulnerable to say that she is not able to meet her expectations, and what are the problems from her own side, and also reveal, maybe it is a point or not, whether she is overwhelmed with the work, she is not able to devote time for this properly, able to plan properly, and the communication would be much better
Yeah.
from both sides.
Yes, yes. So that before delegating, because when they were working on the day-to-day basis, just she was assisting them. So before she is giving some task to handle independently. Before that, the proper communication should also be there, proper training should also be there, and it should be give the past experience about the completion of the job or project by the Amada. Those should also be shared with the.
I've seen in my own experience that a lot of relationships in the corporate delegation of the work, manager or the subordinates, they fail. Even like people are fired, or they just want to separate themselves from for the difference of opinion. It is happening because there is a lack of trust. You touched upon trust, and trust has four elements. In fact, it is reliability, credibility, and the intimacy divided by the self-interest. Self-interest has to be zero in the finance,
Correct.
so that the trust goes the magnitude, get the high magnitude. What is intimacy is you have seen this in relationship that both are not friends. Actually, they are not in the talking language. They don't understand each other's wavelength. What is reliability is basically the getting the work done or completing the work every time on the deadline. What is credibility is the in the manager's mind, it is actually the ability to see the future manager in her delegatee, the whether he or she is able to take that load or not, whether he is able to exercise the same skill and same care, same urgency. Because if the person to whom the work is delegated, he fails, then the manager will also lose the trust in front of his own bosses.
Correct. Very correct.
So it is very important for a CFO or manager to take these decisions out of very detailed planning, because once a arrow is out, it cannot be taken back. It
Yeah.
will create some damage.
In that case, they kill the whole the project or the.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
One thing I would like to add here, before delegating, we need to identify capability of the person, their expertise. Because in our team, we are having a lot of persons, some are expert in one thing, some are expert in other thing, and
Yes.
we need to analyze who is capable of doing that work.
Correct.
If we are delegating accordingly, then definitely our delegation will get a success.
Yeah, in that case, there will be improved the quality of work also, and the timeline also can be managed. Even though we can reduce the timeline also.
And for managing any department or any organization, delegation plays a very big role.
Yeah, very correct.
Thank you.
Thank you.
To just add on what these guys have said, as per my opinion, delegation is not only delegating the rights, it is a, responsibility still be lies with the concerned person. Because here in this particular case, what I have seen that she has delegated, she was trying to delegate, but she is not ready to take the responsibility. The thing is that when you are delegating something, it is, you have only delegated rights, you have not delegated your responsibility. Tomorrow, if I am delegating any work to my junior, so responsibility still lies with me. And also the delegation has to be in parts. Like small piece, I have to give it to you first. You need to perform. If you are able to perform, then I will give
The
whole
further
project
assignment
to
will be
you.
given.
In this case, she has, straight away getting out from the responsibility and thinking that she will be going to perform, which is the biggest challenge over here.
So that is very important, the delegation, how to delegate, to whom you have to delegate the work.
And also you need to give it in the parts. It should not be that 100% you will delegate and tomorrow you say I am not responsible. No, you will be held responsible, because ultimate responsibility is
With
yours.
the leader.
You can delegate rights, you cannot delegate your responsibility.
Correct.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Mr. Mehta, for such an engaging session. Everyone, can we have a big round of applause for Mr. Mehta? Wonderful. And now can I call Mr. Abhinit Shukla, CFO at Hero Steel Limited, to felicitate Mr. Manish Mehta.